Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome to Elder Scrolls Online and the beginning of our 2023 playthrough. We are going to see if we can jump into ESO as a relatively new / returning player in 2023. I have played ESO before. This character here, a level 19 Templar, I actually made this day one of original release when the game first came out, and I'm always surprised that this character is still here. Last year we tried on a Necromancer and I just really wasn't feeling the class. I really dig like a heavy plate wearing, light magic, and big weapon wielding character. So I think I'm going to try the Templar again. It's been so many years, and I'm sure a lot has changed. It's one of the interesting things for me coming from WoW is that all the classes in ESO are so variable as far as like what weapons and armor they can use.
You're awake. Oh, thank the stars.
Alright, you look a little dark. Let me take a look at a couple of settings here. Okay. Gamma could probably come up a little bit. That looks good. Alright, let's talk to you.
There you are, on your feet. I know magical translocation can really upset the stomach. Just take a moment and get your bearings, alright?
Where am I?
The Isle of Bolfiera, home of Clan Berini. I apologize for the cramped accommodations. We pride ourselves on courtesy, but circumstances here have taken a turn for the bizarre. I needed to make sure you weren't a danger to yourself or others.
Can you let me out?
You might not be so eager to escape once you hear what's going on. You arrive via a portal, along with a Daetric beast called Shayazel. It seized control of our golems and unleashed them on the island. If I free you, will you help me stop Shayazel?
Yes, set me free and I'll help.
Wise choice. Just give me a moment. There. That should unlock the door. When you're ready, follow me.
I do think I'm going to have to play in third person. I don't know if there's a preference among the majority of the player base, but I'm going to play in third person for now and we'll see how that goes.
There you are. Free as a spring cricket. I hope you intend to keep your word. We'll need each other out there. Of that I'm certain. The name's Norianwe, by the way, of Clan Berini. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Where are we headed?
We're bound for a place called the Keyrights Gallery. But first, I need to know you can defend yourself. Hurtling through the Orbis and falling flat on your ear left you a bit scattered. Find a weapon, and we'll work out the cobwebs. Fair?
Sure, but I have some questions.
Of course. I can't promise total transparency, but I'll be as forthcoming as I can.
You mentioned a Keyrights Gallery. What is that place?
The Keyrights Gallery is an ancient substructure of Bolfiera Island, built long before my clan arrived.
Why is it called the Keyrights Gallery?
On account of all the doors. The gallery's full of ancient gates, each with some arcane connection to places in Tamriel and beyond. Once the gates came to life, rifts opened. You fell out of one of them. The Daedra, Shayazel, emerged from another.
And how did you escape?
I cast an incantation of the steed, snatched you up, and fled as fast as my feet would carry me. I heard the Daedra cursing, followed by some kind of explosion, but I didn't look back. I hope the gallery is still standing.
You said something about golems. What's going on here exactly?
Would it frustrate you to hear that I have no idea?
Yes.
We Dureni are cautious by nature, so the Isle of Bolfiera has many defenses. Magical stone guardians protect many of our sacred sites, but somehow this Daedra found a way to turn them against us.
Can you describe the Daedra?
Ugh, do I have to? If I recall my studies correctly, I'd say it's a harvester, a huge serpentine creature that feeds on souls and magicka. If it finds a way to consume the energies of the gallery, we will be in very serious trouble.
And what were you doing here?
Nothing irresponsible, if that's what you're asking. I'm a member of Clan Dureni's intelligence guild, the Cinderel. More scholar than spy, I assure you. I was conducting some research in the gallery, then pop! You and that monster arrived.
And why were you studying this place?
The gallery's always been a place of special interest for the guild, but we never quite cracked how it worked. Despite the dangers, this is our greatest breakthrough to date. The guild master will be ecstatic, provided we get it under control.
Okay.
Choose any weapon.
Choose any weapon. Right. Choose any... Man, that's the hard part for me. It's always been the hard part for me with ESO classes, like I said, is like how open they are. Like, I could be a Templar with a bow. To me, that doesn't work, but to somebody, it does. I want a big weapon. How about, like, a two-handed sword? There's a two-handed axe. Are these the weapons that I have access to? Okay, let's go with the axe in that case.
Larger weapons like staves and great axes will take both hands to use. You can pair smaller weapons with a shield, or an... Yes, I think that one suits you. If you change your mind, feel free to take any other weapon you want. Now, let's find a spot to practice.
Is there a button to put away the weapon? It's Z.
This is as good a place as any. Now, prepare yourself while I conjure up a dance partner. Let's begin. Quickly now, strike the construct. Impressive. Top marks. Brilliant. Now do it again. Ready yourself. Quick, strike while it's off balance. You're unnatural. Block its strike. Give it everything you've got. Raw strength, that. Wonderful. Keep up the defense. Strike hard, now. Now some foes will try to restrain you. Quickly, break free. You ready to break free? Again, make ready. Again, now press your advantage with a heavy attack. Swiftly now, interrupt it. Interrupt now, before it strikes. When your enemy prepares an attack. Good, now destroy it. Well done.
Alright, level 2. As your adventure in Tamriel, your character will acquire experience by exploring, killing monsters, and completing quests. Each time you gain a level, you will be granted 1 attribute point and 1 skill point to spend. Press C to access the character window. Press K to access the skills window. Okay. Let's see. Claim. We have to claim our level 2 rewards attribute point and skill point. I think we're going to go just with HP first. Seems to be a decent idea. And then we need to go with K. And then pick some skills here. Puncturing strikes. Launch a relentless assault, striking enemies in front of you 3 times with your Adric spear. The spear deals magic damage to the closest enemy and more magic damage to all other enemies. Okay. Yes, I guess we're going with that. Probably let's go here. This is a cast. Sunfire. Blast the enemy with a charge of radiant heat. And then restoring light should be a heal. These are the exact same starting abilities that I remember from like back in the day, so kudos to them for keeping their classes consistent over time. And then two-handed, we have uppercut. Slam an enemy with an upward swing. Maybe we grab 1 from our class, 1 from our weapon. We only have 1 point right now. Let's grab our puncturing strikes. Probably turn some sound settings up a little bit. I do want you guys to be able to hear the music and the ambience and especially the awesome voice acting. Ambience, volume, music. Dialogue's already up pretty high. Oh, dialogue, yeah, dialogue volume is up. Footsteps, I don't really care to be bombarded by footsteps. You guys let me know if the music is up high enough, if it can come up a little higher.
With moves like that, the Daedra doesn't stand a chance. Yes, I'd say we're ready to set out.
Where are we headed now?
To reach the Keyride's gallery. We have to make it out of this ruin and across a wide field full of the golems I mentioned. With any luck, we'll be able to slip past them. But I'm not all that lucky, so I'm sorry in advance.
Alright, we'll head there next. What can we expect to encounter in the gallery?
Well, it begins with a door, the first of many. The only way to access the gallery is through a mysterious gateway. Once we pass through that initial door, we'll step into a huge vault. This is the part that worries me most.
Why is that?
I believe Shayazel, the Daedric creature that's causing all this mischief, may have nested itself in there. So be prepared to fight.
Will dealing with Shayazel pacify the golems?
I can't say anything with certainty, but ridding the world of an otherworldly abomination can't hurt, right?
Good point.
Its influence might linger for a time, but the golems should return to normal before too long. Hopefully.
Let's go. Oh boy, a daily reward. Oh, we love daily rewards around here. Every 24 hours when you log into the Elder Scrolls Online, you can claim a free daily reward to help you on your adventure. The reward calendar depicts on this screen shows you every reward you're eligible for. Okay. The secret about me, guys, is I don't really care about these kinds of progression paths or daily rewards or login bonuses. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to play the game and see the content that I can see. And, you know, I have so much game to learn. The game has so many expansions, and I know so much has been added over time that I'm just going to take it really, really slowly and not try to absorb everything all at once, because quite honestly, I'm not that smart. And I do tend to get overwhelmed, as I think most people do, when they go to an MMO that's been out for a decade now. I think it's...
One of the stray golems. We might want to sneak past
It's really easy to just get overwhelmed by all the messages, all the systems, all the things they throw at you, and just to bounce off the game, right? So I'm going to try not to do that. Oh, we have a trap here we could disarm. And now we're just practicing our sneaking. Can I just tap control and stay in stealth a little bit, or do I... Okay. Well, we got detected. Spoiler alert.
Let's be on our way.
Are we not unlocking this door? Let's search the backpack. There's a lockpick. Oh yeah, I'm really good at lockpicking minigames. So I've tried all of these now. None of them depress all the way. What's the trick? Huh. Force lock. There we go. Yeah, I like the force lock option. Force lock. Let's see. I want the heaviest armor that I can find. I'd love to get a two-handed sword instead of the two-handed axe, but I don't see any. Please tell me there's a way that I cannot show my helm. Not that that's not cool, but I'd like to maybe see my character for a little while. Okay, yeah, I mean, immediately we look sufficiently badass, and I appreciate that, but there's also something to be said for looking like a scrub for a while. If I go to helmets... Sometimes there's a way just in the character sheet, but this is not the character sheet, it doesn't look like. You guys can let me know. I'd love to... Oh, we did not even apply this from last time. How do I... Oh, I have to confirm points. Okay. Did I actually... Yeah, I spent here, so that's good. Yeah, I'd love for there to be a... Ooh, I have a little dodge roll. I'd love for there to be a way to not display my helm all the time. Okay, so in lieu of finding any other weapons, I guess we just proceed.
Let's be on our way.
Okay. Where are we going here? Oh, that was the way we came. It doesn't look like we're going this way. Okay, maybe this is the way we have to go. Maybe we just wanted to come to the armory just to arm up. Maybe we do need to find a different way out because I'm not seeing any other doors here at all whatsoever. So that's a little bit confusing. Let's go back out this way. Do we have a map? Oh, we have a map. Okay, we can just hit M and that will tell us where to go. Oh, we also have a sprint. But I kind of like enjoying the scenery. It really is a beautiful game. This content here, I think, was created in one of the expansions as the new player experience. This was not how the game originally started. Originally, I remember being tossed into Cold Harbor and having to break out of there. But from what I understand, there's no way in the game to actually play through that storyline anymore.
There. Let's hurry.
So I found that interesting. We're just going to see if it suggests like a new player path for us, and we're probably just going to follow that.
Right. The entrance to the Key Rides Gallery should be east of here. Let's head out.
Compass and world map, we're getting the idea of how to use those. There's our map. I like the pretty little area maps. Yeah, we know how to change perspectives. Oh, that's not a throw. I really need to... With the controls in this game, I need to do some keybind changes here. I have a Logitech G600 mouse, and I would like to use it to hit those action buttons. So I need to go to interface. No, combat? Controls probably, right? Okay, here we go. Combat. I'm not hitting those on my keyboard. I have my Logitech mouse bound to those keys. I could probably change it so that it's bound to the 1 through 0, but I don't want to change that right now, so I'm just going to do this. Ultimate ability can stay R. And yeah, now I can hit it and I can keep my hands on WASD. I feel like in this kind of game it's integral to keep my hands on WASD so I can move my character. If I reach up to 1, I have to kind of like take my hands off of A and D. And see, I want to be able to do that. I don't want to take my hands off of A and D because I need to be able to strafe. I can't strafe and hit 1 at the same time. That's really uncomfortable. But I can use my thumb to tap the button on my mouse, and that's super easy and almost feels overpowered. Let's keep going. We're going this way. What are you? Are you aggressive? Everything's probably aggressive. Oh, she's healing us. I don't really see a need to worry about blocking their attacks right now. It's pretty clear that there's nothing they can do to harm us, so... Let's just continue on with the objectives. Probably not going to be a lot of bonus stuff we can find here. So I've unbound my crafting, is what it's telling me. Yeah, just, it's fine. I'm not going to try to like learn the crafting system while I try to learn anything about the game. I just need to take it one small step at a time. And what I'd love from you guys to tell me like some basic stuff that I need to keep in mind. Nothing super advanced, but things that you think a new player ought to learn in the first few hours that maybe they don't typically learn. Watch, one of the things someone will say is, you have to do crafting right away. That will be a comment. New players never do crafting, and it's integral for these reasons. Yeah. If it's a fun crafting system and it makes some kind of sense, I'll get into it.
Let's head inside.
If it's like some crazy system stacked on top of itself, then I might not do the crafting.
Well, this is upsetting.
I do like the little opening scenario they have here that kind of introduces you to the world, to the lore, and to how the questing might kind of work, how you're interacting with these characters, introducing you to the full voice acting and just the kinds of stuff that you're going to get up to.
Jeffers' bones. The surge of magicka created by the portals you came through. It must have cracked this sky shard. Without a functioning sky shard, this gate remains locked, and there's no way for us to proceed.
Is there any way to fix it?
Unless you have a set of enchanting tools and a working knowledge of meteoric empowerment theory, no, there's nothing for it. We need to find a replacement.
And where can we find one?
I saw one in a vault just south of here a few days ago, but it was flanked by one of the island's more powerful golems. Normally, I'd say we should search for another option, but given the circumstances, I think we have to risk it.
Let's risk the biscuit.
Of course. Let's not tarry too long, though.
What are sky shards exactly?
Giant clusters of meteoric glass. They fall from Aetherius, charged with raw and very potent magicka. Mages use sky shards in all kinds of rituals and experiments. We Dureni use them as a power source.
Is Aetherius just referring to the sky, or is it referring to like another dimension in the sky, or is it referring to a moon that they fall from? I would love to know that. What kind of golem did you see near the sky shard?
It's a monstrous sentinel called a gargoyle. I've never seen one fight, but by all accounts, they are far more powerful than the golems we've faced thus far.
Well, that's good, probably. Yeah, I'd like to have some kind of combat challenge. Okay, so we are going back. So we can go this way. I feel like the music in this game is probably really amazing. Just let me know if I need to turn it up a little bit more, because I feel like it's still a little quiet, but sometimes it's deceiving. Sometimes music has crescendos where it like gets really loud.
All right. Do you see that vault to the south? The sky shard is there.
Also, inquiring minds want to know, is there a photo mode? Because it seems like the kind of game that could really benefit from a photo mode, because even though the graphics are a little bit older, the game looks beautiful. We could have taken that butterfly. I'd feel bad just to like take a butterfly and put it in my bags. Battle music. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with battle music. Battle music is cool, but what happens is like typically in MMOs these days, battles are really short, so the battle music coming on and off and on and off and on and off I don't really care for. I'd rather listen to the in-game soundtrack. So I really wonder, let's see. Intro music. Okay. Combat music, thank you. Boss music only, there we go. Hey, I love that they thought about that. The thing I noticed right away is as far as like getting into the controls of the game, moving around, the combat, it's all really easy to pick up. I don't think that anyone who's played a game in the last 10 years would have a hard time picking this control system up. You might want to do what I did and like rebind your abilities to something that like makes more sense to you. Oh, we could tap to roll out of that, that's right. Can I just roll out instead of block? Yeah, I'm gonna like the Templar a lot more than I like the Necromancer. I really just need to do, like, I love the melee stuff. I know eventually we can throw a spear of light, which I think is really cool. I love, like, the paladin class in most games, and in ESO this is like as close as I feel like they come to really having a traditional paladin.
What? Did you just absorb the energy of that shard?
I don't know, you tell me, I feel funny.
Possible. Not quite what I intended, but we can work with this.
Good.
Let's head back to the... We should hurry back to the gate. We don't have the sky shard, but we do have a spark of ethereal energy.
Us. We're the spark of ethereal energy. Or ethereal. Not ethereal. Ethereal. That's what I have, right? Yeah. I like how they keep the different types of armor just spread all throughout. You have endless opportunities to switch out your gear if you want to. That's pretty cool. Oh man, look at this place. Whew. Alright. Oh, it's for fishing. Ooh. I wouldn't mind doing some like basic crafting. Like maybe we do like fishing and cooking if those are things that we can do. I just don't know how much I want to get into like armor crafting and stuff like that. Can't see. I need to like stand still and just do more traditional swinging. It's not a Dark Souls game.
Alright, moment of truth. Focus on the sky shard attitude. You did it! With any luck. Let's speak for a moment. It'll respond to the power you absorbed and unlock the gate.
I should have waited for her to do her VA. Got her all confused.
I'm afraid we've reached the really scary bit. The Daedric creature responsible for all these portals waits just beyond that gate. If you have any other preparations to make them now.
Do you have any advice on how to kill this thing?
Again, I'm just a scholar, but I'd encourage you to remember what we practiced before. Keep moving, strike true, and exploit any opening the creature gives you.
Alright, exploit the openings. Got it.
There it is!
Okay.
Send it back to oblivion!
You, my meal arrives at last.
Did not interrupt that. Got out of that though.
Wither and die! You cannot kill what cannot die. Only up.
Got her.
You did it! Hopefully the gallery wasn't too badly damaged. Follow me!
Fortifying metal. Okay, I can't use stuff like this. Look at this, is crazy. Crown of fortifying meal, not metal, Robert. Increases max health by 5,800? Max magicka by 6,300? These effects are scale based on your level? What in the hell? Oh, scale based on our level. Maybe it wouldn't... Oh god. We already have incredible amounts of HP. Oh. I guess I don't know how the numbers work in this game. For some reason, you know, you create a WoW character, it has like 120 HP. For me, like the lower numbers always are able to be absorbed a little bit easier. These are really, really high numbers. So we're starting off with 22,000 base HP. Okay. I'm not... Should I use stuff like this? Is this like cheating, basically? Feels like it might be. The game already feels pretty easy at a low level, so I don't know if I'll use stuff like that. I'll go stamina here. You know, I'll go magicka, I guess. I don't know. Do we want to learn something new? I want to get the piercing javelin that we can hurl, but we unlock that at rank 4. We could grab a cast. We could go into our weapon, two-handed weapon, which will apply to all two-handed weapons we use. Could grab uppercut and play with that a bit. That'll eat into our stamina instead of just being something that eats into our mana more. Let's try that.
By all the stars. Look at the central column. I had no idea it was concealing something like this. Let's get a closer look. This is the Keyrights Gallery, but not as I remember it.
Okay, and so this is like a nexus area where we could choose what zone to go
Now I
into.
see why we never managed to unlock the gates. Their power comes from this arcane helix. Amazing.
And obviously some of it has to do with
The
like
helix
expansions you own.
exposed, these gates can finally reopen. Perhaps not all of them at first, but enough to reach most of Tamriel.
Okay.
The question for you, I suppose, is where to first?
That's a good question. Where to first?
Can you believe this? Just look around. With this arcane helix exposed, the chamber is positively crackling with magic. The Keyrights Gallery has come to life, and I finally think I know why.
Why?
Because of you. Matters in Tamriel are bleak. War rages in Cyrodiil. Daedric princes conspire. Dragons ride the winds of elsewhere. The Second Era needs a savior. I believe the gallery, perhaps even the Adamantine Tower itself, chose you.
What do you think I should do next?
The Keyrights Gallery opened doors to every corner of Tamriel, places I suspect that desperately need a hero's
Okay.
aid. This choice is yours to make, but wherever you choose to go, I'm sure adventure awaits. May the stars protect you.
So she's
have
got
you
no
chosen
idea.
where to go? What region of the world strikes your fancy? Not everyone gets to pass instantly from one side of Tamriel to another, you know. This is quite a gift. It is a bit overwhelming, isn't it? The whole of
Yes,
Tamriel
it
stretched
is.
out before you. We could start with the political considerations. 3 great alliances vie for control of Cyrodiil. Does the fate of the Pact, Covenant, or Dominion interest you?
That's the original stuff. I'd like to travel outside the borders of the 3 alliances.
I don't blame you. Interprovincial intrigue is the basis of my whole profession, and even I find it tiresome after a while. I suppose that widens the map a bit.
Where else could I find adventure?
Well, as I said before, threats to Tamriel have grown like weeds practically everywhere. Would you prefer to spend time among my elven kin, the Khajiit of elsewhere, or men of the north and south?
Tell me about the men you mentioned.
Certainly. One of these gates appear to go to Western Skyrim.
Oh, this is
a mythical
expansion
kingdom
stuff,
of Nords led
right?
by King Svargrim. The other leads to Blackwood, at the southern tip of Cyrodiil. Imperial remnants rule there.
So I don't know what expansions I even own. So I purchased the game when it first released, and there was no subscription at the time that I remember. It was a game that was sold, you had access to play it, and then I think the sub came later. And I think I have up to the Elsewhere expansion. Let's go look around at the different portals that we actually have access to, and then maybe that'll help us decide. Kennerathi's Roost. What happens if we were to click it?
That's Knarth's
Okay, it will tell us about
a
it.
Khajiiti isle with emerging ties to the Aldmeri Dominion. Sea elves have been flexing their muscles in that part of the
Okay.
Terrible Bay. Competing interests could lead to bloodshed. Someone like you could set things right.
So Khajiit and Sea Elves. Stros Mackay sounds familiar.
Stros Mackay. It's a fascinating island with rich dwarven
Right,
and
right.
Redguard
I think I
history.
played here
Alas,
initially
it's been largely
upon
overrun
release.
by pirates. If the gallery elected to open a portal to the island, something extraordinary must be occurring there.
Okay, let's keep looking. This is Bleak Rock Isle.
It appears this one leads to Bleak Rock, a frigid Nord holding, north of Eastmarch. For this gate to choose such a remote location, something important must be taking place there. The gallery is beckoning you to face it. Ready to brave the cold?
I think that maybe we did our Necromancer start there. Let's see.
This portal leads to Vardenfell. Fascinating, given that the Dark Elves only recently opened
Dark
it
Elves?
outside us. Our spies indicate there might be something wrong with the Dunmer's God King, Vivek.
Oh.
Anything capable of that is a threat to everyone.
Divine Conundrum storyline. Yeah, I mean, if you're calling yourself a God King, there's probably something wrong with you. I don't really know how the world works, but Okay, and then some of this stuff over here is closed off, although there is one over here that is not. And this might be the expansion stuff. Yeah, elsewhere. I think I want to do this.
This portal leads to elsewhere.
The catfolk.
The home of the
Okay.
catfolk is well worth visiting, especially in light of recent events. Reports indicate that dragons re-emerged there. Dragons? Hard to believe.
Dragons are
but it's
cool.
true. The Khajiit could definitely use your help.
Season of Dragons storyline. It's interesting, like, there's lots of different places to go. And I guess, like, not all of these are the beginning stories. So, which ones are the beginning? There's 3 beginning areas, I think. 1, 2, 3. And then this one.
This portal leads to Vardenfell. Fascinating.
Let's do this.
It is written, my Vardenfell, my paradise.
Be wary, traveler. Pilgrims have been attacked on these roads.
At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles.
It attacked our camp last night, tore poor Ilva's head off, right in front of me.
You must hunt it. You must kill it.
Ashlanders once respected each other, helped one another.
These nomadic heretics deny the divinity of the tribunal and have no love for
Lies
Vivek.
upon lies! Does it give them pleasure to invent reasons to bring us harm?
I'm not sure they deserve to be saved, but that's what we have to do.
I don't need you starting a blood feud.
Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity.
Oh, that looked bad. Is this stuff that's already happened, or is this stuff that's going to happen? What is it that we just were shown? If I'm a new player, I feel like that's some kind of intro. Characters have names. I don't know who they are. It all sounds like epic and important, but I have no idea what's going on. So we'll see if any of it begins to make sense. Understanding the living gods. That might be a good place to start. I probably won't be reading all of the lore stuff, but the really important stuff I will. Ooh, this font is going to be fun. Dear Thane Vigil Storm Breast. Not blessed, like Kaladin Storm Blessed. We're going to move on. Honored leader of the Nord Cultural Exchange, it is I, Rigert the Brash, writing to you in Windhelm as you requested. I continue my study and exchange of information with the little dark elves of Morrowind as you ordered. Why you sent Rigert away after he only just arrived I don't completely understand, but I suppose my mission is very important. As I set foot, well both feet really, into Vardenfell, the thought of this mission makes Rigert so excited. Trading culture with allied nations so that we can learn more about each other is almost better than cold meat on a hot day. Almost. This time I traveled to learn more about the Tribunal, the so-called living gods of the Dark Elf people. The wonderment it all gives Rigert to... Rigert, is he talking about himself in third person, or is it somebody else that's with him? Now, unlike our good and proper gods of Skyrim, gods who listen to our prayers but have the good graces to stay out of Nord business, the Dark Elf gods actually walk among the people and rule over them the way the Skald King parades around Windhelm. No offense, Skald King. The god kings of Morrowind seem to answer to various titles, although the most common appellations appear to be Lord, Mother, and Wizard. Rigert spent many long hours attempting to converse with knowledgeable little Dark Elves, but much of what they told me just made my head go spin, spin. Here's what I learned about the Tribunal gods, and maybe you can make better sense of it all. The most popular of the 3, at least in Vardenfell, is the warrior poet Vivek. They sing his praises in the corner clubs and shout his victories from the rooftops. Really, the faithful on every street corner eagerly shout pamphlets containing his lessons and sermons at me if I so much as smiled in their general directions. Lord Vivek is called the Master of Morrowind. I tried to read some of his poetry, but it just made my eyes hurt. Not at all as interesting or bawdy as the great Fijaki, and full of illusions that any who aren't drenched in Dark Elf culture just wouldn't understand. Truth be told, even I, Dark Elf expert that I am, had trouble with some of the more esoteric concepts. He preaches duty to faith, family, masters, and all that is good. He saved his people on numerous occasions, including helping to repel at least 2 Akaviri invasions, most recently the invasions that led to the creation of our cherished Ebonheart Pact. He apparently has some sort of connection to the Daedra Mephala, who the Dark Elves call one of the good Daedra. That's like saying a good demon, right? He does have a dark side, though, as I've been told that he has an unnatural attraction to lustful thoughts and murderous intentions. So not very different from the rest of the puny Dark Elves, right? He lives right here in Grand Palace in Vivek City. Okay. It's a lot of information to throw at a player who's just coming into the game. Let's try to actually talk to some NPCs and do some stuff. Hello.
If you'll excuse me, I'm quite busy at the moment.
Oh.
Come back and see me later.
Nope, what do you do here?
Seyda-Neen is the preeminent port into Vardenfell. I process new arrivals so the Tribunal knows who might be gallivanting across this fair
We are a
land.
new arrival, buddy.
It's so much more prestigious than my efforts for the Gold Coast Trading Company.
You used to work for the Gold Coast Trading Company?
Once, long ago in another life, I served as a clerk for the company right here in Vardenfell. Helped build many of the fine Imperial-style structures you see.
Is he from another game or from another campaign in this game?
For they offered me this distinguished position.
So you like working for the Dark Elves?
For the most part. But sometimes it takes great effort not to strangle one or more of these pointy-eared blusterers. For example, no one ever remembers their birth sign. Some even try to change their answers on repeat visits, as if I wouldn't notice.
Weird. Just walk into the governor's office, fresh off the boat. Hey, governor, how you doing?
An outlander. I can never seem to get enough of your kind here. You're welcome in Vardenfell, of course. Just obey the laws and refrain from causing trouble, and you'll get along just fine.
Oh. Seems easy enough. Census and exercise courtyard. Oh, a sky shard. We'll take that. And that was probably the whole reason for coming out here. I'll pop the lore books and stuff up on the screen for a bit, and if you guys want to pause and read all that stuff, feel free. Stealing. We're not going to steal stuff. I don't want to deal with the ramifications of that right now. Nope, wrong way. We're going... Oh, no, we're going this way. We can teleport somewhere right away for some reason? Okay, that's fine.
Please, someone... There's an armiger injured on the road outside Seyda-Neen. So much blood! They need help!
Tell me what happened.
I'm not exactly sure. The buoyant armiger was accompanying Canon Valasa on a mission for Lord Vivek, but something terrible must have happened. Canon Valasa sent me to find help. She's on the road just outside of Seyda-Neen. Will you help them?
We'll go find them. You're a player, aren't you? No, wait. You're not a player. You're a person.
Now, citizen, I'm up to my armpits in problems today.
Can't tell. Are you a player? No. Yes. You're a player. Okay. You have a dog.
Do mind the guar. Isn't country life grand? It's like I'm right back at home in Cyrodiil. Aside from the giant fungi and adorable lizard chickens, of course.
Oh. What's an Imperial doing in Vardenfell?
Running away from the war on the mainland, of course. More and more arrive each season. The new blood sends some dark elves into fits, but they agreed on shared borders when they signed the pact.
It looks like we have another quest over here we can pick up. Just can't really tell how far it is. No, not very far at all.
Bah! Dull clawed pieces of... How?
Yes. Hello. What are you doing out in the middle of
It's
nowhere?
like 10 feet from town.
Going for a walk? This one often walks. Around here, I mean.
You seem nervous.
Nervous? Me? Ha! Do not make this one laugh. Hollins here is just horrible. Bandits kicked this one out of his home and stole his crops. Hollins here is just a simple farmer, you see. They will make me a starving pauper.
I could help you, maybe.
You will help? Oh, bless you. This one planted his crops in a cavern nearby. Saint Sipilu, please, retrieve my notes and poison the water.
Poison the water?
Without proper irrigation, the plants will wither.
Mm.
It pains me.
Okay.
You are a true hero, Walker. A brave and noble warrior. Falura and I are forever in your debt.
But who is Falura?
Falura is this one's loyal farmhand. She is not very bright, and she is very lazy.
Oh.
Always scribbling notes and asking silly questions. But I keep her on anyway. Hallinger always does right by his friends.
Alright. Let's go deal with talking to Canon Velasa first. This place has a very unique look. It seems like it's just like a hardwood forest, but then we have giant mushrooms and other strange fauna. Like, what is this thing? It looks like a giant bug, which is a little bit unsettling to me. Are these just like onlookers?
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed Lord Vivek, and left a colleague alone at the tomb.
We need to make an immersion mode tab, where we don't really see stuff that other players say. We'll leave group on in case we ever group up. We need to see NPC stuff. We're not in a guild. I think that's okay. And then there we go.
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple... Lord Vivek sent the three of us to seek guidance at the Andrano ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety, but we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivek bestowed upon us.
I do feel like voice acting in these kinds of scenes are the best way that an MMO can convey just general questing.
Canon Levoul. He remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivek's questions, but there's no way he can get past the Daedra, or ask the questions on his own. May the three grant him wisdom.
I can go to the tomb and help him. Is canon like a title for a priest to have? Oh.
Someone help!
What the hell?
By the three! First a wounded armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Hey girl, who are you? Why are you all glowy?
Words. What do they mean?
Oh, she just got taken over by something.
What happened?
And she's down.
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle.
Oh snap.
Lord Vivek, protect me. That was Azura, the Queen of the Night Sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander.
I like it.
I'm surprised the Daedric Prince would risk Lord Vivek's wrath to proclaim a prophecy. But she did say you were here to aid us.
What just happened?
The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw at the tomb.
Tell me more about your mission at the tomb. What were you guys doing?
We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivek. I received specific questions to ask while Levoul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Urnsey, and we were forced to flee.
The Daedra?
Vile creatures from oblivion. You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra. Please, if they're still there, they'll rip Canon Levoul apart. He's definitely not a warrior. Just look at what they did to the buoyant armiger.
What's a buoyant armiger? I need some terminology help, girl.
The buoyant armigers comprise one of the military orders of the Tribunal Temple. They seek to emulate Lord Vivec's deeds through actions and words. Poor Urnsey. Those monsters went straight for her. Her blood flowed like lava from Red Mountain. Where are you from? Children learn of Red Mountain
look at
before
us.
they even taste
Oh, you
killing.
can't see our face.
The mountain sits at the center of Vardenfell, periodically rumbling like a sleeping Nyx shaking its leg. Lately, however, it seems to be waking from its long slumber.
Tell us about Lord Vivec.
You don't know Lord Vivec?
We already read a little bit.
One of the living gods of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But
That's what makes us an Outlander, because we're new to the land.
Canon Levoul remain behind. He needs help if he's going to get inside the tomb and ask Vivec's questions.
Okay, there's urgency here. I get you. So the tomb is straight down the road. We have a little dungeon over here. We have a lake lodge up there. I'm not really sure what that is. Okay, so T, we can track our quest up there in the top right. Okay, that looks scary.
Lord Vivec down. Those monsters, it's too dangerous. What am I going to do? Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? That means she made it to Saint Denis. Vivec be praised. Will you help me complete my mission? It would be sacrilege if I don't enter my family's tomb and make Lord Vivec's inquiries.
I will help you.
As the saints declare, the Tribunal always provides. We'll need to be cautious, however. Daedra invaded the tomb. Makes it hard to talk to one's ancestors while monsters try to eat you.
That's fair.
I'll also need your help when we reach the summoning chamber.
What kind of help?
Take this scroll with Lord Vivec's inquiries. While I summon forth my ancestor spirit and concentrate on maintaining the connection, you must ask the questions. He insists we use the exact phrase.
Oh, okay. Let's enter.
We can go in. We're really going to do this. I wish I knew how Daedra got into my family tomb, but I'm sure you can handle them. At least you know they're there. They ambushed poor Armiger Urnsey. Took her completely by surprise. Follow me. I'll open the door. Follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra. Careful. The creatures attacked as soon as we entered the Hall of Remembrance.
Probably go first person sometimes to check out the enemies and what they look like close up. It's definitely a different vibe. What's our map looking like here? Well, let's clear down this hallway.
This used to be such a peaceful place. I came here as a young acolyte to meditate.
I think she's dead. Maybe I need some more mouse sensitivity in first-person mode. Ladies, how are you? Doing well, I assume. How's being a Daedra treating you? Good, good. Oh, should have blocked that. I really do like being a first person, just seeing like how aggressively they're attacking you and stuff's really cool. I think for dungeons, first person might be the way I go, and then for like the open world, we'll go third person. But yeah, this is nice. I like this. It's probably nobody plays the game this way, right? I don't know why that enemy just like ran right past us. Not really sure what happened there. Didn't seem to really care about aggro or anything like that. Oh, we got somebody over here I didn't see. We're stunned. It's bad. Fire's bad too. Alright, we've leveled up. Let's claim the rewards. We get to pick something here. Better than what we have. What do we want to do? Let's go back to our class. Can we learn? Yeah, we can. Here we go. Piercing Javelin. Hurl your spear at an enemy with godlike strength, dealing 2,500 magic damage and knocking them back 8 meters. Yes. I want that. No, I guess that's 5 right there. Okay, and we have one more skill point. Can we, like, level them up? No, it doesn't seem like we can put additional points into them right now. Maybe we go into armor? We're getting lit on fire. So it's an MMO, I'm assuming we deal with respawns, right? We're dealing with respawns. Okay, let's not deal with respawns. Let's proceed here. Which way are we going? Because we don't really know. Up here to the top, I guess. We can go this way. We can come in here and kill this guy. So I like how many players we're actually running into. I'm assuming we're just on one mega server, right? That's why there's so many players. Mega server is definitely the way to go to make a game that's been around for a while feel populated. We also got some legs that were a better, that I thought were better. Maybe not? Armor? Oh, here we go.
The summoning chamber. I'll call forth my ancestor, then you can ask Vivek's questions.
Hasn't my rest been disturbed enough by those filthy Daedra? Why do you summon me, descendant?
My Lord Vivek has inquiries that only you can answer, my lady. My companion will present them with your permission.
The warrior poet? Very well. Ask Vivek's questions. Ask the warrior poet's questions, Outlander.
The heart of the world, key to ascension. Should I be filled with apprehension?
Ah, Lord Vivek always had a way with words. Tell him to rest assured. The heart remains safe. I wonder why that concerns him.
Has the enemy... Oh, go ahead.
As my time here
I was trying to get to it. You cut me off. Has the enemy of old returned, so devious and bold?
An enemy of old, yes. But not the one that Vivek presumes.
And did Sildasil, in his unending crusade, know our divinity would shrivel and fade?
Sildasil imagined multiple scenarios and contemplated endless solutions. He even experimented with his divinity, drawing energy to study before returning it. Loss will come, he foresaw, but not until the collapse of the temple.
These
Now, back to sea.
These living god people are kind of reminding me of maybe some of the gods in maybe the Radiance, more like the Radiance in the Stormlight Archive. You know, they kind of have some kind of divinity, but then there's a god above them. In this case, he references a Sildasil, who seems to be more like an almighty figure.
I hope that's what Lord Vivek needed. Let's talk outside.
And since I'm reading the Stormlight Archive right now, and I'm on book 2, I'm actually really into this kind of thing, so I'm kind of digging the lore here. As incomprehensible as it might be at first, I'm sure it'll become more clear. We don't probably have to fight you guys again. We probably just have to leave, right? Yeah, we don't have to necessarily continue to fight all the respawns. But then again, oh, we can open doors while in combat. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I do need to clear. There we go.
Thank you for helping me complete my task. Now, I need to return to Vivek City. Have you been there? It's amazing. Ziggurats rising out of the water, the moonlit hanging in the sky above. You should meet me there so I can introduce you to Lord Vivek.
Oh, to a living god. Did you understand any of what that lady told us?
Just between us, I understood neither the questions asked nor the answers received. Not that I expected to. Some things aren't meant for mortal minds. That's another reason for you to come to Vivek City, to help me explain what my ancestors said.
Sure, you know, we're right off the boat. Let's go ahead and we'll meet the God King soon.
Excellent. I just need to make a quick stop in Saint-Denis to check on my original traveling companions. When you get to Vivec City, head right to the palace and I'll meet you there. I know that Lord Vivec will want to reward you for assisting me.
We'll see you there eventually. We'll probably do some side stuff.
I'll be along shortly. When you get to Vivec City, head directly for Lord Vivec's palace. Once there, I'll make introductions and we can tell the warrior poet everything we've learned.
Alright, let's take a look. I also feel like the dialogue still just needs to be louder than anything else. Alright, we had a side quest right over here, and we can go do that. I kind of want to see what this thing is. We don't seem to be able to... Ooh, jeez. We don't seem to be able to mark it as like a waypoint, but it's like, it's right here, right? Oh, there it is. It's on the compass now. Amaya Lake Lodge. Oh gosh. Oh god. I like, for my phobias and stuff, I probably picked the wrong zone because like I kind of like hate giant insects, man. Ever since Starship Troopers, I've been over giant insects. I can't deal with it. I don't mind giant spiders. For some reason, that's fine. World of Warcraft has inured me to giant spiders, but giant realistic looking bugs, ooh, they give me the shivers. Housing. What is this housing? I don't know what I've wandered into here. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Is this a place where we can do like crafting? What exactly is going on here? So there's nothing inside. Is this like player housing? Is this instance player housing that I could like pop down some crafted furniture and stuff and just kind of hang out here? Is that what's going on? Some kind of shed here. Okay, yeah, I'd love to learn about stuff like this. The game doesn't really care to tell me much about it right now. Leave home. Oh, okay. Apparently now that is my home. That's cool. If that's player housing and it's just like instance player housing, I think that's really awesome. Just to be clear. Oh god, you're oh good, you're passive. Oh, there are passive creatures. Okay, good. I didn't want to fight a giant floating jellyfish thing. Oh, here we go. Oh, our knockback doesn't even knock it back. That makes fighting him so much worse. Go ahead, stay in the poison. Oh god, he's gotta jump. Alright, somewhere nearby. Oh, not even that close though. And we've got something going on up here that I don't know what that is. Some kind of mine.
So you've agreed to help Hallengier destroy his crop? I'm not sure whether to be heartbroken or elated.
Just be safe, all right?
Oh, this is his assistant.
Task is more important than you know.
If I do this, Hallinger's crops might never go back.
Well, we wouldn't want that, would we?
You're not in league with these bandits, are you?
What? No, don't be absurd. Just do as Hallinger asked. Deal with those ruffians in the cavern. We'll speak more later.
Fair enough. Delve. Delve? I'm delving. It has a torch. Is that going to be important? Does the torch icon mean something? Like, should I have a torch? I don't have a torch. If it gets too dark, I'll just turn the, I could turn the gamma up. We have a map. There's a couple different places we need to look. I really like the abundance of solo instances. I think that's really cool. Oh, we're leveling up our abilities by using them? Is that what's happening? It is what's happening. That makes perfect sense, and I kind of remember that. Imagine leveling up your abilities by using them. Oh, you're behind me. Times when first person doesn't work, when they burrow and come up behind you. We'll stay tight, but maybe we'll stay in third person for now. Wow, look at this. That is quite expansive. Oh crap, I didn't see you. You were hiding perfectly. I'm sure you were. We're blocking. We're blocking. You're a healer. You're going down first. I don't know what these things are, but they're awesome. I like all of the, you know, the creatures and the animals are also very unique. None of them seem like generic fantasy creatures to me in ESO, and you almost would expect the opposite to be true. Halsnir found a fertile place. It was happenstance. This one just needed a place to rest his weary heels and eat a sugary meal, but as soon as I arrived I smelled something fresh and loamy. Soil, real soil, not the sour, fungusy rock I see everywhere else. Halsnir will do a thorough survey. This might be the place. I think they talk about themselves in third person. Another boon for Halsnir. I met a dark elf in town who could help me with my Nixhound problem. She is sour and has no experience in agriculture, but this one has a good feeling. The nixes are tamed and the crop is planted. All that remains is the waiting. This one hates waiting. Hopefully my little darlings will grow quickly. Halsnir's sugar pouch grows lighter by the day. If all goes as planned, though, this one's sugar pouch will fill to bursting. Is sugar like a currency and a meal, or just like a meal? Not quite sure on that. I'm assuming that was one of the Khajiit we were reading through. Oh, hi. Yeah, we should destroy you instead of just staring at you. Are these like giant fleas? Are they basically giant fleas or giant ticks? It's disgusting. Whatever they are thoroughly disgusting. Great job to the artist. Yeah, okay, we need to find a way... Oh, hey. Oh, you guys are not friendly. Why would you have been friendly? Why did I think there was a chance of you being friendly? We got arrows coming in from somewhere. Down here. Wrong way. Maximum Magicka enchantment adds Magicka. Yeah, let's do that. Figured I should at least practice some blocking. Sorry guys, breaking up the meal here. I see you, Archer. That stupid Khajiit's initial crop was decent enough. Because of it, we were able to plant a larger crop in the creek bed after finally getting the area free of those insipid Nyx hounds, only to be utterly overwhelmed by fetcher flies a few days later. It seems that reducing the Nyx hound population has somehow increased the fetch fly population. Either that or a fabled fetcher fly hive golem was able to form in here somewhere. I would have it known, if I would have known this previously, I would never have agreed to that dark elf woman's bribe. It is the farmhand apprentice person. When Rathel and the other two useless morons get back from exploring the western cavern for more of that stupid Khajiit's research, I may put together a fetcher fly hunting party. Try to rid these caves of the blasted pest. So she did pay these guys to come in here. We kind of already confronted her about that. And she said no. But now we have a literal letter explaining that that's exactly what happened. So how are we going to deal with her? Just a little burning, we can take it. And that's the golem, I assume. Now, I don't know if I'd want to poison the crop, right? Why would I do that at this point? Ow, ow, it burns, ow. Puncturing strikes can now be morphed. That sounds good. What can it be morphed into? Biting jabs, launch a relentless assault. New effect converts into a stamina ability and deals physical damage. Grants you major brutality and sorcery after casting and increases the damage done on the area effect. Or puncturing sweep 1. You heal for a percentage of the damage done. I don't really like it going to a stamina move. I like to split those between my weapon and my abilities, so I'm gonna actually do this one. I don't think I need the heal right now, but I mean, one day we might need the heal, and it's probably worth it to grab now. Okay, so yeah, now we're, well, we're trying to poison the crop. My question is, knowing that this lady hired these bandits in, and knowing that we've basically killed most of the bandits, do we need to poison the crop? I could probably run past it and ignore respawns like this. And eventually I probably will start too. The game feels so much like just a solo adventure Elder Scrolls game that it's like hard to remember that there's MMO mechanics like respawns at work. And that, you know, we don't have to fight every single thing in an area. We can just kind of run by and leash some of it, I believe. Okay, so yeah, let's take the bridge. Let's avoid the respawns. Let's run by some of these people and see what their leash is like. I feel like in an MMO, learning how the enemies leash and if they leash and how far it takes to leash them is really important, so we're gonna do that and just see if they all follow us up here or what happens exactly. I don't think... Yeah, okay, no, they are still following. Maybe they don't leash. This is gonna be important for us to know. Did they give up? I think they finally did give up. Okay, perfect. So it's a pretty decently long leash, but now we're just getting out. And we're running out the long way here. Oh, we got live ones here. This place was awesome. This was a ton of fun. Oh man, I love the solo instances. Just feeling like I'm going into a dungeon delve, like, on my own is such a great feeling to have. Seeing other players is cool too. Like, I guess it's not a solo instance, right? It's a solo instance. It's not an individual instance. Other people get in here. We see other players, but we don't have to have a party to do it. We get to do a little dungeon scenario, and we do it on our own, and that's the great thing. I love getting into these dungeons with their specific maps. It's something that, you know, we don't have that in World of Warcraft, so it's something very unique to this game that I very much enjoy. Is being able to go on these delves, just like old school ESO style. Very fun. Let's go confront the lady out here and see what she has to say for herself.
Sarah, a moment, please. You made it. Good. We have a great deal to talk about in a short period of time.
Mm-hmm. You better do some convincing. Where is Hellinger?
In a clearing to the southeast, but that can wait. I trust you've seen what Hellinger and I were growing in there. Moon sugar. In its raw form.
Oh.
It's a crude narcotic.
Oh, shit.
Something truly odious. Skooma.
So he was talking about sugar. I thought since he's a cat, he just liked sugar cubes or something, you know? And I thought it was innocent. I thought he just likes sugar. He does like sugar. It's a narcotic. I didn't know that. Okay. That's why he's all nervous and shit. He hasn't had his fix. If you refine it, it becomes something truly worse than just a narcotic. Skooma. If you hate skooma, why were you helping him grow moon sugar?
I had to be sure he could do it. Moon sugar is temperamental. No one's been able to grow it here in Vardenfell. Until Hellinger. I need you to take the notes you found to Captain Bethis in Seder Neen. Tell him everything. He'll handle the rest.
Why can't you tell him?
It's complicated. I was a member of House Redwin's Narcotics Oath Bureau.
Oh.
I made some very serious mistakes. If I brought this tip to Captain Bethis, he would ignore me. But he has no reason to distrust you. Please.
So you were on it too. How did you get kicked out of the Oath Bureau?
I'd rather not discuss it. Suffice it to say that the skooma trade offers many dark incentives. Especially for undercover officers.
Yep.
It's easy to cross the line. Too easy. Hopefully this arrest and seizure will help me make amends.
Why do you think skooma is so dangerous?
If you'd ever taken it, you'd know. Skooma is a powerful hallucinogen. Addictive, deadly, and cheap. Lethal overdoses are routine in Morrowind.
Jesus.
Once it's got its hooks in you, you'll do anything.
And cheap.
Steal, rape, kill, whatever.
And you think Hellinger plans to manufacture this drug?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. He's developed a method to grow vast quantities of moon sugar in Vardenfell. That's a dangerous skill. Too dangerous. Can you imagine what would happen if a Kimona Tong crime family got hold of his notes?
I think I see your point.
Harlinger is no Daedric prince, but his work could be just as destructive. Please, just do the right thing.
Okay. I kind of wish you'd have been more upfront with us from the very start, but I get it. I'm gonna nail these audio settings eventually. We got dialogue volume all the way up. Master volume is also all the way up. I want that on. No way to make the dialogue louder. Interesting. Okay. So where are we headed next? So do we want to talk to him? That's Vivek's palace. Where is, like, our quest log? Journal. So we have to go speak with him. Okay, this isn't the choice. This isn't the choice. We do have to just go back and speak with him. By speaking with him, we're not choosing to not turn him in. I think we are going to turn him in given the option. I don't know how many choices we have in the outcomes of little stories like that. But we're probably going to find out pretty soon here.
You are kind to check up on Harlinger, but this one is fine. Again, thank you.
Valura's not coming. She was an undercover agent. She urged me to inform on you to the authorities.
What? How could she? Why would she do that? Harlinger is no threat to anyone.
Skooma is no threat?
Skooma? No, no, no. Harlinger does not make skooma. My sister and cousin were both addicts. This one would never make such a thing. I only grow moon sugar, Walker. For personal use, you see. You would not ruin a life over such
Why are you making so much of it? Right. That was a huge crop.
Hey, Harlinger has huge appetites. A little sugar in the morning to start the day, a little in the evening to soothe the soul. Moon sugar is a beautiful thing, my friend. The Riddlethar's gift to all Khajiit. Is the pursuit of pleasure really so bad?
Oh, we have to pick one. Well, I'm gonna lie to him.
You are kind to check. What? Skooma? Hey,
I'm not giving him his notes back.
Harlinger is glad you agree. This one just needs to gather his belongings.
Yeah. I don't believe it. Because there's no reason why he would... Ooh, what the hell are you? A river troll? What the hell are you? You look dangerous. Oops. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Look at the creature design in this game. Oh my god. I know you get to go toe-to-toe with this thing in first person. It's amazing. He healed up? This guy healed. Literally healed himself. We can take it. We got heavy armor. And we got the passive healing from our ability now. Yeah, the art in this game, the enemy design, the NPC design, everything is amazing. I have to remember we can teleport to these shrines from the map. Though I think it costs a little bit of money to do so, so when we're close we probably ought to just run it if we can. I don't know why you... Oh, you were glowing because we were hovering on you.
What? Not now, citizen. I'm up to my armpits in problems today.
Well, another problem, buddy. A Khajiit named Harlinger is growing moon sugar in Zanzipulo. Here's the proof. It's his notes.
Harlinger? I thought him a clueless sugar sop. If he's managed to grow moon sugar here in Vardenfell, he's more cunning than he seems. Make no mistake, we'll find him. The Tribunal thanks you for your help, Outlander.
Good.
Take this as your reward.
Perfect.
Did you need something else? A skooma baron you'd like to report, perhaps? No? Then move along.
It was Falura Uvaleth who uncovered Hellinger's activities.
Falura? That skooma fiend can barely put her trousers on straight, let alone conduct an investigation like this. You must be mistaken.
No, she told me about her indiscretion. She was hoping this might help her make amends.
Difficult to say. If I had my way, she'd be hanging from the nearest tree.
Damn.
I'll pass it on to my contacts in the Oath Bureau. I will be honest, though, her chances are very slim.
Fair. I don't know if we'll ever interact with her again to see more of that. There is a quest over here somewhere now, though.
Cause trouble and you'll be sorry.
This wasn't here before, so that's interesting.
Outlander, a word.
Okay, let's claim our level 5 rewards. Racial skill line. Okay. Magicka, stamina. Confirm. Increase your physical and spell resist by 100. I like this. Did we not take this already? Let's take that now. Increase your health recovery by 2%. You restore 108 magic and stamina when you take damage for... Oh, wow. These armor skills are probably really good. Critical charge. I'd love to be able to charge in. Uppercut's close to being able to morph. Racial, Breton skills, opportunist, increase your experience gain with the light armor. Okay, we're not doing light armor, we're not doing magus. Soul magic, soul trap, lay claim to an enemy's soul. Okay. Alright, guys, I think this is probably going to be a good place to take a little bit of a break for today. I have been playing for a while, I feel like, and I feel like I could just keep going. It's really incredible to be able to go on like these little adventures that are just little bite-sized segments. But I have kind of the bigger goal of going to see the God King. I want to keep working on the side quest. I just want to start to slowly learn about the world, its denizens, the dangers, the threats. And I just want to do it organically. I haven't looked at any guides for this game in the last years and years. I don't know the top 10 things that new players need to know how to do. You guys should tell me some of those tips. Just some basic stuff that maybe you think I might not realize or that's going to be important later, and I would really appreciate that. If you're enjoying this playthrough, consider subscribing to the channel. Leaving a like also would help me out a lot, and I would really appreciate those that do. Thank you all for being here, and until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other, and we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.